Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Roguish Gent podcast. You can find us on SoundCloud at CCE Productions. You can find us on iTunes, CCE Productions. Go ahead and give us 5 stars if you can. You can also find us on Satchel, which is a Android and now on iOS app where you can find us there. It's a local podcasting app. Shout out to Bo York and Let's Talk Jackson for introducing me to that. Today we have a very, 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 very special guest. As you know, my tweet game is strong. Not a lot of people use Twitter in Jackson anymore.
That's terrible.
It's people literally will ask me like, "Oh, Twitter's still around?" And I'm like, "You're." Yeah.
That's how you got to be like, I get on there every once in a while, like twice a week maybe.
Yeah, like, just sometimes, just if I'm at work and nothing to do. But,
exactly.
But yeah, if you're on Twitter, it's a good chance you know this, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name is Tyler. I am on Twitter. True Withers. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me, sir.
No problem. And I want to thank you for coming on. And because I've been following you probably about I'll say probably about a year and a half now. And so like, how did you start to get involved in Twitter, or what made you say, hey, I want to start this Twitter up?
It was like, I've been on it for a few years, but I didn't really, I guess, get like active like the last couple years. Like my homeboy told me, he's like, it's jokes there and it's pretty women there. And I was like, I'm sold. I don't really need to hear much else. So I came on, and then like early I would be tweeting like the shit that people think you tweet about when you hear about Twitter, like, oh, you're just tweeting that you went to the bathroom or you just ate an apple. Like those were like my first couple tweets, and they were like just horrendous. So it took a couple years to get
watching
back.
The game. What y'all up to?
Right, drinking a cold beer, period, and that just be like the whole tweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So what made you start to show like your personality on Twitter?
I mean, it's just like I can't imagine using your Twitter for anything else. Like, people use it for different things, but like the way you use it, I don't. The only way I tweet is just me. These are just like the people that know me are like, yeah, these are just the random thoughts that I have. I just have an ability to type them into a box and put them out, and however many people decide to read them.
Okay. And you also have a podcast yourself. It's on SoundCloud as well. I listen to it. I love it. I'm going to tell you the truth.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I listened around like episode like 20 or something, and you had the mic, and I was like,
oh man, it was sounding, you call it what it is. It was sounding horrible.
Yeah, I mean, growing pains, man, because like growing pains, and you got the equipment and everything, and now it sounds great, and you have a lot of people on there. Who's some of the people that you've had on the podcast?
Let's see. Just recently, I had Mike Malloy on, as a comedian out in L.A. I had Arian Foster, play with the Houston Texans. I've had Brock Vereen's with the Patriots on there a couple times. Just a variety of people, really.
Yeah, because I know. I think one of my favorite ones was Boss Sauces. The one
Boss, that was a great one. Boss was a really good one.
Yeah, I fucks with Boss Sauce. He's a funny guy, man.
Yeah, Boss is very good people.
Yeah, he's a very funny guy. But yeah, man. So you're on Twitter. You got the podcast going. Like, what's your plan? Like what do you want to do with this?
I have no idea. Like, honestly, I had started it as it wasn't I wanted to make money out of it, but it wasn't like the only reason I was doing it, and I still do it. I enjoy doing it, but I did want to make some money. That hasn't really gone the way that I'd wanted, which kind of sucks. So I really don't know.
You gotta,
as far as like the next step.
You gotta sacrifice something to the Illuminati.
I mean, I'm game. I'm with it. Like, I just tell me what and when, and I'm there. But I hadn't got those details yet.
How far are you willing to go for the Illuminati Connect?
I mean, I guess what comes with the Connect, I would have to ask.
Okay, so you get a level of success. Like, what would be the level of success you would want to achieve? Just like if someone came to you like, hey, you want a podcast, or like for money, or like, what would be your definition of success? But times 10.
You said what was the last part?
Yeah, but times 10. So like the
Oh yeah,
Illuminati Connect would be your definition of success, but times 10, like multiplied times 10.
I'm trying to think. I give up quite a bit, man.
Yeah.
Like I'd heard somewhere like you can't really sell out until somebody's ready to buy in, and so like in that sense, like I'm more than ready to sell out. Not on like no like coon shit like Don Lemon or whatever, but like ready to like sell out and say wear these underwear or wear these shoes
Oh
before
yeah.
you listen to the podcast. Absolutely, in
Oh
a
yeah.
heart. I wouldn't think twice about it.
Oh yeah. I would sell out. Like I can't do anything like you said, cooning, like Don Lemon or anything, because like my
Honestly, yeah,
grandma, like she's like 84 and she's like really old school, and like it would break her heart. Like it might lead to her death if
I
she
don't
saw
say
me. Like
that might be it.
yeah, like she'll see me on TV like dapping up Donald Trump, and she'll be like, oh my god, and like she'll just go up to the upper room. But no, like, but as far as like selling products for the first minute of my show, I would definitely do that, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
Absolutely.
Like I want to do that right now.
Absolutely. Like I'm just waiting for the call.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So I also noticed you're a pretty big sports fan.
Absolutely.
Okay, okay. So being in Atlanta, are you any? I know you're a Orlando Magic fan.
Unfortunately, so.
Okay, you're an Orlando Magic fan. Have you ever? Are you originally from Atlanta?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm from Macon, like hour and a half south of here. So I've always been, for the most part, been around the city.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But it's still Georgia.
yeah,
Okay, so have you ever been like a Georgia sports team fan?
absolutely not.
No, you were like, I don't want that trash. I don't want that on my
Mm-mm.
soul.
I was. You recognize that at a young age.
Yeah,
Like if Vic didn't draw me in, it just wasn't gonna happen.
yeah, and everybody loved Michael Vick.
Absolutely. But there's a lot of Vic fans, very few Falcons fans.
Yeah, like the only other person I know that was on the Falcons was I'm sure he still plays Croy Bierman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember him.
And I was on Twitter one day, and his wife, that lady from the white
She's
lady,
the housewives. Yeah.
And I said, damn, I feel bad for Croy. He's dating that woman. And
You added him in it?
I added her
Oh man.
because my sister was watching the show and I had never seen it. And I was like, damn, who is this white lady? And my sister was like, well, that's white lady, and she got a husband in the NFL. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, oh shit, Croy Bierman, poor guy. Like, I hope he's in the league a long time because she's not going to stick around. And
I was like, yeah, she gonna take that man to the cleaner. So I hope all is well.
yeah, so and then like I think like 75 like people, like they were mostly like older gay white men, and they were like, fuck you. And I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah. Man, look, you tweet. That's why I asked if you added. Like, if you added her and she somehow caught wind of it and threw you to the wolves, then that's pretty much a wrap.
She called me a hater.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And like all I heard was ding ding.
Oh yeah.
Gloop gloop. And I like fuck. And yeah, it was uncomfortable and I didn't like it, but it's still fuck her.
Oh yeah. That's the game.
Yeah, it's still fuck her.
Absolutely.
So all right, so who you got in the playoffs? So we got Oklahoma City, we got Golden State, well we got Oakland, and we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we got the Toronto. I'm not even going to talk about.
I was gonna say
Raptors.
we got the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. Like that's for sure. So,
yeah, that's a given.
So out of this OKC and Golden State matchup, who you got or what you see happening?
I got the Warriors, and I feel like I'm in the minority from what I've seen on Twitter. I don't think it'll be close, really.
Really?
I got Golden State. I'll call it 5, maybe 6, but I
Golden
don't.
State in 5?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be close at all.
Wow. I wish it would be close because I don't.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm
Steph Curry.
praying for 7, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't like Steph, man.
I fake get there, like he did some real disrespectful shit against Orlando, and that's why I was like, man, fuck this nigga. And then like when he's not doing it against Orlando, he's cool. He seemed like a decent guy.
Yeah. Well, see, I kind of don't like Steph because they drafted him when Monte was there.
Mm.
Yeah, and you know Monte is from Jackson, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to school with someone that claimed to be Monte Ellis's cousin. I can't imagine why they would lie about that, so I believe them.
Monte has a lot of cousins.
I could also believe that.
Yeah, Monte has a lot of cousins, and I played football in high school, so I either played against them or either like knew them, and yeah, they're from the West Side. Like that's all I can really say about that. But yeah, so when Steph came in, I was like, why they pick up Steph, man? They don't need him, and here we are, 7 years later, and there you go.
I was gonna say, but I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I don't even know if Steph would be like as great as he is now if he never like brushed shoulders with Monte Ellis.
I don't think he would. I think Monte was probably like, "Hey, cuz," and Steph was like, "Hi." And well, you know what? No, Steph wasn't like that. Steph plays that shit, but Steph isn't like that at all, man.
That's what I'm like. I kind of want to see it, but I kind of don't. Like, I'm just waiting for like nobody's life that perfect.
Nobody's like that.
I'm just waiting for it's like damn, Steph be like selling dope out the back of the house or something. Like Aisha be cooking brick, like whatever it is, whatever the deep dark secret they got. I'm just waiting for it.
I'm waiting for the chick to come out, the side chick, and she's like, "Let me tell you about Steph right here," because I got a theory.
Let's hear it.
I got a Twitter theory. Okay, so you know how the whole Aisha Curry thing is going down right now or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that Aisha was talking to somebody. She was subtweeting somebody with those tweets, with those original tweets.
Talking about like the showing off some skin for your man.
I think she was subtweeting one of Steph's hoes.
It could have been just a little jab.
A
just
little
like
jab.
yeah, like I'm aware of you.
Like I know it. I know who you are, boo boo.
I could see that. I think anybody like it go for both of them really. I think anybody like that nice, like that chipper all the time has like a dark side.
Yes, and I think to be that good at sports, you have some. You in there. You getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not just like going home. Like you're not AC Green.
Right.
And like I still think AC Green was kind of like, it was kind of giving us some fallacies about that lifestyle, but
I don't know, man. That like you telling me this man was on the road like with the Lakers, the Showtime
Lakers. Like it's 1986. I'm AC Green. Like Magic Johnson sending the $500 sex workers because
like he's no look passing women up to AC Green's room, and he's just like, I shouldn't.
Like they coming up there with the clear heels and the high waisted bikinis they used to wear on like MTV Spring Break and shit.
The onesies,
yeah. And they're like, "Hey, AC," and they just like rubbing his curl, and he's just like, "Oh, ladies."
Ladies, I've got 7 rebounds and 8 points to score tomorrow. I shouldn't.
I shouldn't do this. Like I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it with Steph. Like I think his dad probably like put him up on game. Like, hey, this is how you keep this under wraps, man.
Well, I mean, even then, we seen that the other day with Mama hugging up on whoever that was up in the booth. Like mama got to have a little life too.
Mama got needs. Mama's at middle age where she got a little side dude, and
like I feel like it's like LeBron got the other perfect life, and even then he don't have a hairline. That's kind of a big deal. Steph got the hairline, so like there's something else is lacking in his life. Like he's just I don't know what, he's just a savage just behind the curtains, and I'm just waiting for it to come out.
I just wanted to come out and everybody be like, "Oh my God," and like Steph just like, I want some text messages to come out, and he's like shooting off like dick pics to a chick, and they like, "Hey, here goes Steph." And he got his face all in, and he's wearing like a practice jersey.
You just see like the 30 from the bottom of the Warriors jersey in the picture.
You see his Under Armour shoes just like poking out. And you like, are those eyes?
Yeah, they go up to like his thigh anyway, so you just see like the top of his sneakers peeking out in the pic.
And you like, hey, I see that Bible verse right there. I know whose shoes those are.
There's 2 MVP trophies in the back, man. Who are you trying to fool?
Who you trying to fool? Like, who you fooling right now, man? Yeah, so, yeah, but fuck Steph Curry.
Hey, I'm just waiting.
I'm
I'm because like depending on what it is, like when we found out Tiger was a savage, it made me like Tiger more.
it
It
made
depends on
me
like what your savagery is. Like if it comes out that he's like beating women and stuff like that, I can't fuck with that.
yeah.
But if it comes out that he's you know what I'm saying, he's just living his life, he's like got a horrible gambling problem, yeah, I'm all for it.
Tiger was living like a white man in a romantic comedy. Like he's like the shitty friend who gives his friend bad advice. And he's like, "Hey man, we're in Chili's right now. I'm finna fuck this waitress," and they go in the bathroom and like bone, and he comes out with like whipped cream on his nose or something. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
just like nothing it's just like a regular Tuesday for him.
yeah, like hey Tiger, why you got that whipped cream on your nose? Like, oh man, just
See
like you
that
said, just Tuesday, man.
that's what fucked Tiger up. Like the voicemail, like the hey it's
Like,
Tiger. Like
hey, it's Tiger.
it's me, Tiger Woods, golfer
Golfer.
extraordinaire. Social security number 455. Like, why you give all the information?
Like number one golfer in the world. Like the only black man you know named Tiger.
Right. Like, no, it's Tiger Jones, not Tiger Woods. Nigga, how many Tigers do you know?
Oh man. And Tiger was like, now I will say this as far as Tiger goes, I thought he would be, if I had Tiger money, I wouldn't be slumming like that.
See, that's you mean slumming like as far as like the selection he was getting.
Yeah, because Instagram has taught me it's a lot of pretty nice babes out here, man.
See, but that's the thing. Then you get caught up like LeBron sending like the hey, what's up? Like to even get you got to have. This is just my. I feel like you got to have somebody even send those messages for you. Like
Yeah.
the same way you got somebody. Like if you famous, you got somebody to take the charge for you. Somebody got to hold the
Hold the weed.
gun or the weed or hold whatever it is. You got to have somebody shoot the shots for you.
I'm sure he had someone shooting the shots. I think they were like out of the office that day.
They were
Like,
sick day.
yeah, I think it was the chubby dude he played in high school with that they you know what? Think well, speaking about LeBron, you know what I'm kind of thinking about that kind
What's
of
that?
didn't go over is all. You remember that documentary he had?
Yeah, they was like following him around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that didn't really pop off.
Nah, see, here's the thing. A lot of folks do them. Like Durant did one and nobody cared. Wade and Bosh did one like that summer. I think LeBron left. Nobody really cares. We watch these guys all the time. We follow them on Twitter. We don't really care like when we see it. We already see it.
Yeah. It's like I know like it's not real. Like I wanna see the hoes, man. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see. I want
See,
to
that's
see LeBron on his fucking sidekick hitting up chicks. This is 2006, by the way. Hitting up chicks like, "Hey, babe, we coming
hey,
through."
what's up?
Yeah, we had a basketball camp here one year with Mo Williams because Mo Williams is from here as well.
From Jackson?
Yeah, yeah.
True.
He went to Callaway. I live like literally 5 minutes away. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, mine went to Murray. Okay, yeah, my partner just corrected me right there. Don't kill me, Mo Williams, brother, or the rest of Jackson. Yeah, I'm high. But Mo, yeah, he went to Murray, and I live like 10 minutes away from where he used to live or whatever. And he brought LeBron, and
He brought LeBron to Jackson?
yeah, and like
Oh man.
yeah, and like it's Jackson, so LeBron came to the club, right? And I didn't get to go because I had to work that night because I had like responsibilities, but my friends didn't.
That's
So
whack, man. You should have went anyway.
yeah. So yeah, fuck my life or livelihood. I got to go see Bron, man.
Yeah. That was just a decision you got to make.
And they said this was the story. Now they said that it was like 20 chicks with them that they have never seen before and have never seen again in Jackson.
I believe it, man.
And like the way they talk about these women is like these are beings of legend. Like, oh my God, like did you see her? And it's like, no, I didn't. I was handling 911 calls. I couldn't get to go see her. But yeah, man. So like I heard that and I was like, I would want to be LeBron.
Yeah, like I remember I went to the University of Kentucky. So I was there like when Cal was there.
Mm-hmm.
And so like with Cal, you would just like randomly hear somebody like, hey, like check LeBron's Instagram. LeBron just landed in Lexington. So now it's just this like scramble of people trying to find LeBron. And I just remember it would be like just groves of women, like they just dressed up walking to class just because LeBron might
Like might
somewhat
just
he
show
might
up.
like he might be in Kim 104.
Yeah,
If
like
he
just
is, you
sit
want to be
down.
looking like your Sunday best.
Yeah,
And so it's just folks just dressed up, and then you hear like, oh no, he's at the Memorial Coliseum, the gym where they practice at, and people are like, oh well, fuck that, I dressed up for
I
nothing.
dressed up for nothing. I got these fucking safety glasses, goggles on, and I'm in a fucking dress with heels. Like I feel like an
Right,
idiot.
middle in the middle of like some night class, like earthquakes and dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah, man. Oh man. So, well, who you got? Okay, so back to the original point. You said you said you got Golden State in 5, possibly 6. Well,
I was
6, possibly 5.
I call it 6 because I could figure like KD. You figure he'll get big, like he'll drop just like 48 or something one game and win it. You figure Russell will have a game where he got like 36, 12 boards, 19, like something stupid like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I can't remember a time like this is a 73 win team
Mm-hmm.
with the 2-time MVP
Mm-hmm.
who was handling business without him. Like they lost a couple games, won the first round, won the second round
Mm-hmm.
when he was hurt or whatever, but was still handling business. And now he appears to be completely healthy. And I'm still hearing people talk about how how the Thunder like might catch him slipping. I don't see it.
Well, I don't
I just
even
don't. I
count.
don't beat the Spurs. I don't see it.
I don't count that one loss against Houston because they were kind of ready to go home anyway.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck. And James Harden was like, hey, man, let me get this. Well, James Harden had like 43 that game.
Something. Yeah, that's one where he pushed off and hit the game winner.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, I want to get this 43 real quick. Like, I need one playoff win. And it's like, okay.
I need something for the highlights.
Yeah, I need something for the highlights. But yeah, man, like so I don't really count that one. So okay, so let's just say they lost one game this road to the playoffs. So with that one game lost, you say they're going to lose possibly 2 games with the Thunder, right?
I feel like one. I'll go 2 to. No, I'm sticking with my prediction. I'm going Golden State in 5.
Okay, Golden State in 5.
I'm going Golden State in 5.
Okay, so Golden State in 5. Okay, so do they win? Do they win the championship?
Absolutely. I don't think healthy. I don't think anybody's beating this Golden State team.
Okay, so do they sweep the? Well, okay, how many do they win against the Cavs?
See, that's gonna be because it went to what 6 last year.
Yeah, it went to 6, and
Yeah,
people
6.
forget LeBron pretty much won 2 by himself.
I'll say LeBron had him 2-1 before the Warriors adjust, and that's when LeBron didn't have anybody.
Yeah,
like, he had no help. So I want to say 6 again, but it seems silly since he has. I'll say Golden State in 7.
Golden State in 7.
You know what? I'm gonna say Golden State because I feel like Golden State's better than they were last year too. I'll stick with Golden State in 6. I just can't see anybody currently constructed beating this team.
If they win, is this the greatest season of all time?
I think it is.
All time.
I would have more regular season wins. I know the point differential was up there.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a first round where they've lost 2 games in 2 rounds. It would all depend on what they like. If they lose, I would say 4 games or less over these next 2 rounds. I would say yes.
Mm. You know what? I can agree with it. I can agree. I can agree with my very strong opinion on sports. I can agree on that. Like I can definitely agree on that, man.
Like it's 73 wins. Like people have been trying to do this forever, and it's never been done. And people are not picking them it'd be different. Like the Thunder was like some different team. It's basically they've got 2 great players that are going to try to beat you one-on-one. That hasn't worked any of the years they've had them together. Why would it work against the best team ever?
Yeah.
The best regular season team ever, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Let me ask you something. I want to know why Kawhi Leonard's not getting brought over the roast. Like, why is he not getting these jokes?
I think Kawhi is kind of safe right now, just like KD is. They're kind of, hey, we can't really mess with Kawhi. Then that article came out about him. I don't even know if that was real or not. Where he was driving the '97 Chevy type. Was that a real article?
I believe it. Yeah, he seems like a very
He seems
regular. I think he got a dark side too. I'm not buying that either.
I think he has a really, really, really dark side.
Yeah,
he doesn't season his chicken or something.
Yeah, something you would just recoil in horror if you find out about him.
Yeah, Like, he put that up there? Like, how? And like, and you like, shit, why? Cause like he got the big hands, man, and like I don't trust people with really big hands. It's kind of like a thing like about me, and it's nothing like happened to me or anything. I just see somebody with big hands, and I'm like,
There's some evil behind
there's
those
some
hands.
evil behind them. They look like claws. Yeah, they look like claws. And then he has like the back, straight back braids.
Straight like he don't get fancy.
Yeah, like
He don't get no like design in them for the playoffs. They always be fuzzy. Like
hiding in plain
he
sight, man.
you might be right.
Then it's San Antonio, and it's like, first of all, it's San Antonio, so. But then it's like, hey, 6'9" black man, what you
Right.
doing? And he like, I'm Kawhi Leonard. I'm Kawhi Leonard. Please pay me no mind.
Right. Yeah. Don't bother me.
Don't bother me while I just drag this body in the back of my '97 Chevy Tahoe. Like, does he get a new paint job on that every once in a while?
Probably not. You just see like a Tahoe out with 3 hubcaps, and you're just like, oh, that's Kawhi.
That's Kawhi. He has a Spurs like bumper sticker.
It's like peeling off. Like he's got like a Obama '04 sticker from where he got the shit. It's old as hell.
Oh man. All right, so let me ask you, man. Like, a funny thing you got the blog looking up looking up from the floor.
Looking up from the floor.
Yeah. How's the love life going, man?
I can't complain right now, man. I've decided you got to make like a firm decision and go into the summer. You got to, if you're going to explore your options for the summer, you got to go all in on that. And I think I'm ready to go all in on that.
Oh, okay. That's so like all in as in like you just knocking them down, or all in like you just keeping it at the house with one lucky lady.
I'm gonna take it how it comes, man.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's clear. I don't want to hit you like the sports cliches. I'm gonna take what the defense gives me, but I just play it how it comes.
Yeah, because like I haven't been in Atlanta in like a really long time, and like all of my friends who go, like they're like, man, I just go into Atlanta and like 6 chicks come out of nowhere and they're like, hey, make love to me, James, please, and I'm like, word, like it's really like that, like it's like that.
It's a lot, man. It's a whole lot. I was gonna ask, like, how are the ladies in Jackson?
I'm gonna tell you something about the women in Jackson, which is incredibly surprising, and like famous people have said this come through, like, and it's like I can take their word for it because the women they see. Jackson has some of the most beautiful women you will ever see.
I would believe that about any. Like if I just see like random fine women, I usually get like random fine black. I always guess they from like some small city in the South.
From some small city in the South, but me and another friend, we have a theory that where the like baddest women in America probably are?
Where?
Like Delaware or like Maine.
You know what? Connecticut, and I've never been. It's just apparently there's a lot of people from Connecticut in Atlanta.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good looking women from Connecticut. So
Yeah.
I could, and these are just like the ones that left.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like the ones that stayed.
Like I think, okay, if you had to name like the 50 states, I think the last 10 states you name, like the ones you forget, like Oregon and stuff, those have the finest women because you just don't even think about it.
It's probably like the baddest woman ever. She lives in like Boise, Idaho.
In Boise, Idaho.
She lives in like I say it all the time, like your soulmate on Twitter, the person you perfectly compatible with lives in like Des Moines, Iowa. That's just the way it goes. Like she a perfect 10 and y'all like the same things and she's kind and caring and all that. And she lives in Des Moines and has 86 followers. And you'll never.
She's sitting on all that ass and she's trying to go to Idaho State games.
Right. Like she don't ask for much. She try to go to Boise. She likes the blue turf. She likes a little sports. Like the kids used to tease her about her big ass, so she don't really show it off. So you didn't even know she's got like a big ass until you meet her. And you're like, damn, you got a big ass.
You dragging that wagon, and she like,
yeah. And she's insecure about it.
She's like, oh, come on.
Right, don't tease me. And you're like, no, you don't understand. That's perfect.
Yeah, man. Like I gotta go out to Atlanta this year. This summer to visit some of my family that I haven't seen in like years, and I was gonna like make up my whole like persona and everything.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
what persona are you thinking about going with?
My name was going to be Dante.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to be I wasn't going to say I was a dope boy, but it was going to be very heavily implied.
You're just gonna kind of put it out there and let her connect the dots.
Yeah, like I was just going to be like, hey, baby, like I was going to go to Tower Loan and get a $5,000 loan at like a 45% interest rate, and just go to Atlanta for like a day and just have it in my pocket.
And just something to flex with.
Yeah, just something to flex with and walk around and say stuff like, "What scooter at?"
See, here's the thing. That could either go very well or very poorly.
Yeah, I don't
Because
want
the
to get
thing about
robbed.
Atlanta is, and I've seen, like, well, no, not even that. What I mean, that's I wasn't even thinking that, but yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
But like, you could just be. I've just been random places, and like I was at a bar, and Michael Johnson from the Bengals walked in, like played from Georgia Tech, and walked in with like 4 or 5 other big ass dudes, who's like surely played some type of football.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, once they walk in, you understand you're not getting any more service.
Yeah, like it's over for you.
Exactly. So you can, you can go in and throughout that 5,000 because he can play 1 quarter football for that.
Yeah.
And so that's how it can go very poorly. But if you catch one of these days when he's not in there, you the man.
I was in a strip club one time and Al Jefferson was in there.
I would have walked straight out.
Yeah, and like the way the strip club is set up is the VIP is upstairs and they have this little square where you could throw the money down. And like it was the stripper on stage and she does this trick where she like slides across the stage on her head.
Lit.
Yeah, it's fucking excellent. So she used to dance to Dreams and Nightmares, that Meek Mill song, R.I.P. Meek.
Oh man.
Yeah, and like all of a sudden I just saw like the most money ever in my life just fall down.
Oh yeah.
And like it was just like gleaming against the light and just hitting there. And it was beautiful. And like a day later, that same stripper was like, "Hey, I got my salon now." And I was like, "Oh wow."
Damn, off of Friday. See, I was at, I don't know, Onyx or somewhere, and it's like, I want to say it was like, I can't even think of his name. Weems from the Falcons. He played for the Falcons.
Okay.
Eric Weems.
Okay.
So he plays for the Falcons. Like I think he plays. He's not like the 53rd man or anything, but he's not, Julio Jones or whatever.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like they stop what they're doing and go to him because they know he's about to. And I'm like, no, please go to him. I don't have anything for you that he has. Please, by all means.
Like he has the rent paid up and everything. Like
Right. Like Mike can get you a drink. He can like cover your rent till December.
Yeah.
Please go, by all means, go over there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna be Dante. It's gonna be kind of stated that I'm a dope boy, but not from my mouth. And I'm gonna have a catchphrase. I haven't thought of the catchphrase yet, but it's gonna be something like "you bound to drizzle" or something like that. So they'll be like, "Oh, okay, he obviously sells dope." So when I come to Jackson, I can just be like, "Hey, do you know Dante?"
Like, do you know the bound to drizzle guy? And people would just be like, Dante.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, where he at?" And they'll be like, "Well, he went to Atlanta and never came back." Yeah.
It might work out, man. I'm hoping the best for you. I'm just so, like, just don't be in there like one. See, that's the thing. Like the Falcons not playing now. Summer might not be the move.
I didn't think about that.
See, you got to do it like when the Falcons are on the road. You check the schedule and be like, okay, the Falcons in Minnesota this week. The Hawks are on a 4-game road trip in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm about to go there in like fucking November and just stunt.
And see, and another thing I'm not going to like the top tier strip clubs. Like I'm going to like the C+.
Okay. Yeah, you going
like B-. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, it's over like the Industrial Boulevard where they like may or may not have been shut down a few times for inappropriate conduct.
Yeah.
Like that level of seedy.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere where like they charge me $25 a park. I'm going like that's the rule. Like $25 a park. I know I don't want to be in there.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I'm trying to go where all the like bullet holes and like stab wounds and all of that, where all of that is.
I'm telling you, man, it's plenty. I know somebody had told me there's a joint here called Kamal's, a strip club, like exactly the type of joint that you're describing, and somebody was like, "Guess who I just saw there?" And I was like, "Who?" And they were like, "Colin Kaepernick." I was like, "Get the fuck! Like, what? Like, why the fuck is Colin Kaepernick at this place?" So you might not even be safe there, man. Like they're everywhere.
Kaepernick, yeah, and he seems like the type like, oh, you a dope boy, huh? And he'll like slap me with a stack of hundreds.
Yeah, and be like, "Slap me back with your hundreds."
Yeah,
Like, yeah, call your bluff.
yeah, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, Mr. Kaepernick, and I just walk off.
Now, either that, or you just got to shoot him dead. You just got to take that charge.
I gotta take that charge, and I gotta be blamed for all the violence in the world on ESPN for 2 weeks. Like I gotta have Mike Golick like, see, this is why these guys like Theca right here shouldn't be in the club with these athletes, you know.
It'd be Stephen A. Smith just yelling at Skip Bayless.
Yeah, exactly.
Skip, I love gun violence. I went to school with gun violence. But, and then he just goes on some rant like that.
And like they got my mug shot, and I'm just looking like, shit, this is real. My hands are too soft for prison.
Like your eyes are red from the tears.
Yeah. And people just looking at me like, oh man, I'm gonna fuck him good. He's big and soft.
It was like the thing is they would be like they would say your real name. They'd be like known in the area as Dante. And like someone like a woman would be like I like walking in her house and she'd be like, wait, the down to you drizzle down guy?
Yeah, like
and she would look up and see your mugshot and it'd be over.
Like he was real. He shot Colin Kaepernick in the face.
In the face.
Like
to prove a point.
Oh man. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. This has been pretty fun. Like, and go ahead, just plug yourself, whatever you want to say. Do it. The floor is completely yours.
You can find me on Twitter at Tyler I Am. The podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes. Search for True Withers Podcast, and the website lookingupfromthefloor.wordpress.com.
All right, great. And this has been another episode of the Roguish Gent Podcast. Theca Jones, ThecaJones. You can follow me on all social media by that name. You can listen to this on SoundCloud. If you're on SoundCloud, go ahead and follow us and like this. If you're on iTunes, go ahead and give us 5 stars. And we are also now on Satchel for Android and as well as iOS. Shout out to Bo York from Let's Talk Jackson for that. It's been pretty fun, and we are gonna go ahead and end this. This has been the Roguish Gent. Watch out for the slow music.